Pic Carlit is something that I've been wanting to climb for quite a while. Ever since I did the HRP and I had to go around it because of a really cloudy day, I've been thinking and planning towards climbing this mountain for quite a while. I was meant to climb up and ski down this mountain with a friend of mine, Max, but we were having a bit of a warm-up ski day yesterday and he took a nasty fall and he tore his pec. So he's gone home and I thought about doing the same, but I really want to do this, and whilst it's certainly not the safest thing to do it on my own, I think I'm capable enough of doing it. I'm going to take a walk up the road and check out the conditions and see what I can find out.
Siempre he tenido ganas, siempre... Sí, sí, pero aún se pueden hacer cosas.
Sí, por otro lado y por otro lado para caminar.
Claro.
Bueno.
Muy bien.
Pues que
vaya muy bien.
Adiós. These guys were just hiking up to check the snow level as well. They live around here. And they were telling me there's not very much snow at all, but it is very compacted, so it's very safe. There's absolutely no risk of avalanches, despite the sign on the road saying so. It hasn't snowed here in ages, and you can tell by the landscape because the snow is very old, it's very green, and the road is bare. So I'm gonna head up a little bit further this afternoon just to suss out how much coverage there is, and tomorrow morning, if it's good, we'll take the skis up and see if we can get to the summit. So I placed all my gear, ready to go tomorrow. I'm just chilling out, relaxing. I'm just gonna enjoy this beautiful afternoon and soak in the views of the mountains from my van. Okay, been going for about 40 minutes. I've probably reached a point where I can put on the skis. I don't really want to yet because I know how quickly this stuff can thin out, and I'm making good time on the boots. I'm wearing the Viva Barefoot ESCs and I still got dry feet. I'll keep those on for as long as I can, just because it's much more energy efficient to carry the boots and the skis than it is to have on the leg. I was skinning up for a while up this gully, but eventually just got way too steep for me, so put the skis away and got the axe out, and mercifully I found someone else's tracks. But gained a bit of altitude, things are going well. Slope's eased off a lot now, it's a lot more comfortable. For a while there it was pretty steep and I wasn't 100% within my comfort zone, but this is much nicer, and as you can probably hear, that snow is almost ice. It's really good quality and really nice to get the crampons into. But earlier, God, it was just post holing. Whew. Okay, let's have a look at what awaits me on the other side of this ridge. Damn. Well, certainly not an easy snow slope. On top of Carlit, on the same ridge as Carlit, so I may continue to just keep cruising along this ridge and see if I can get to the summit. There's plenty of snow down in this valley, so I'm You know, as it gets later, if I need to bail, I can always ski down this valley back to the path that I came up. But this is my route of ascent, and there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to ski down that. And likewise on this side, let's say if I wanted to pop onto the other side, not happening either. That's a 80-degree couloir. So I'm definitely out here beyond my skiing limits, but I'm pretty comfortable on the ridges. You're gonna have a little rest here, have some lunch, figure out a plan of descent or attack. It's super slow going because of the limited amount of snow, constantly having to change between skis and skins, and then boots and crampons, and then, you know, walking on this in ski boots is terrible, so then back to hiking boots. Just a stupid idea. I mean, I should have come up a lot further yesterday and had a look at the snow cover. This is just horrendous, and it's going to take me all day, so I really don't think I'm going to be able to get the summit of Carlit, even though it's so close. It's right there. So I've made it down to the bottom of this ski slope to a little tongue of snow, and it's steeper than I thought it was. Whew. Okay, got my skis on, ready for this descent, or at least I think I am. I'm so relieved that's out of the way. Oh, I'm not particularly good at skiing down icy, frozen slopes. This Carlit was what I was originally meant to climb. I have to come back and do it another day. Even though it's only like 3 o'clock, today's already been quite a lot for me, like mentally, emotionally, being out here and just pushing well beyond the boundaries of what I probably should be doing, but that's what I came out here to do. Hopefully I can relax now and just kind of let the turns come and enjoy the downhill. That's most of the ski descent done. I managed to ski most of the way down so far, just dodging trees and scraping the hell out of my skis, but that's what I bought them for. One kilometre from the car park. Well, I didn't get the mountain done, but I did get to the summit of something, and I had fun on the way down. Certainly learned a lot of lessons from this trip. Mainly, I think the way that I approach a mountain as a skier has to be very different to the way that I approach a mountain as a climber, because coming from a hiking background, I kind of just assumed that if there was enough snow I could put skis on and follow the hiking trail, and whilst that is kind of true, it certainly wasn't the best way of going around it. It wasn't very efficient, it wasn't always enjoyable. There was a lot of dodging through the trees, losing the path, post-holing for days, every step up, and I was having to carry the ski boots the vast majority of the time. There was very little skiing done on this trip comparative to the amount of hiking and climbing. I am 100% certain that this would have been a much more enjoyable trip with a pair of snowshoes as opposed to skiing. I think in future I'm going to be a little bit more careful about the mountains that I choose to ski versus the mountains that I choose to climb. And even if I do have a goal to climb a certain mountain, I have to be a little bit more thoughtful about the best modality based on the conditions that are presenting themselves on the mountain. In terms of going alone, I'm glad I did it. I think I needed that push to get me outside of my comfort zone that I've been sitting in for a while. But the stakes certainly are a lot higher with solo ski mountaineering versus solo hiking. So if I did take a serious fall on the skis, I would have been in quite a pickle. But I think the amount of time and effort that I put into my body to prepare myself gave me the confidence to be able to go out and do this on my own. So I certainly wouldn't recommend it, but I was being very conservative and I was skiing very carefully and very slowly. And I think with all that taken into account, I don't think I was being too irresponsible. But I had a good time, I learned some lessons, and I live to see another day. I hope you enjoyed watching, I hope you learned something. And if you haven't seen my van, which is brand new, you can check it out in this video. I'll leave it right here. It's my beautiful new home in the mountains. That's all for this one. I'll see you on the summit.